Hey everyone, it's me. I hope everybody is starting their day better than mine. My son, my youngest, hates school and he dawdles. Oh, I want to go and push him and make him go faster. And so he missed the bus this morning. Anyway, so, let's see. So I wanted to update you. Yesterday, I had a procedure done. And so, yeah, that got done. And then I went to see my mom afterwards. And I was there about 3 hours. I usually stay about 3 hours. Um, I tell you what, guys, this was probably the best visit I've had with her so far, ever. She didn't cry. We sat in her room this time. Usually we sit in this big eating room and talk, but yesterday we sat in her room and talked, and I went through her birthday wishes with her finally, because again, she didn't remember us being there for her birthday, but like when I showed her pictures, she's like, it was kind of cute because she's like, who is that lady? And I'm like, what do you mean, who is that? She's like, the lady right there. And I'm like, that's you. And she's like, no, who's that lady? Like, it's you. She thought she looked like her mom, which she does now. Anyways, we talked. I took her to the bathroom and we talked and we laughed and just different things. So that was so nice. Plus, then I played music for her because I know music is a lot. It helps dementia. And so there's a certain CD that I grew up listening to with my mom, as far as I can ever remember. And it's a great Christian CD. And so I played some of that. And one of the songs she started to sing and clap her hip with, using her hand, clapping it. And keeping up with the song. So she did good. I was really proud of her. We read one of her Bible books that I had bought her for Christmas. Again, on Amazon. It says it's made for people like with dementia and stuff. It's just really big words, but small scriptures. Like, in the beginning he created the heavens and the earth. But it's big words. And then there's like a hummingbird on a flower on the next page. So very big words, but also close-up pictures so they can see them. So we did read a little of that, which was nice. Then, I had found her slippers that were in her closet, and she got fixated on them, and she wanted to put those on. So we did put those on her feet. And so then she went to dinner. So by the time, it was time for me to leave, I was there like 3 hours. And so she went to dinner and I stood there next to her. And she definitely loved eating still. Because she's a vegetarian, they only gave her pasta salad and Jell-O. So I'm sure she was starving later. But she has the snacks still in her room. And what did she... Oh, and she ate some of those yesterday when I was there. So yeah, it was one of the best visits that I have had. So, anyways, I wanted to update you guys. I'm trying to think... one thing she got fixated on, which is really odd. So after her stroke, she wasn't even where she is now. She was worse. And you guys can see, I am mixed. I am black and white. So nobody take offense to any of this, okay? She kept, because she didn't know right from wrong after her stroke, and she kept saying, "Are you black?" to some of the nurses. "My daughter's black," she kept telling them. And so when we went to rehab, so right after her stroke, she would go, "Look, there's a black person," to me, but loud enough everybody in the room could hear. And you talk about wanting to dig a hole and put my head in it. You can imagine how that went for me. So I had to reteach her, that we don't say things like that. Now you got to understand, with stroke patients, sometimes where their brain gets damaged, they don't know right from wrong anymore. And so they do say things that are not appropriate, right? And so when I was there, I had given her, for her birthday, it was a doll that you used to be able to buy them in stores for little kids. It was a doll, and she has a zipper on her jacket, and she has buttons and ribbons in her hair, and they have boy ones too. And I don't know if you guys remember that doll. And I don't know, maybe they still sell them in stores, but you get the idea. So it's like to teach them to do buckles and, stuff like that. And so I had ordered one for her birthday, and she has braids, and she reminded me of me, right? She was a little darker than me, but you get the point. So she kind of reminded me of me. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. My mom will love her. Because even if she doesn't do the buckles and fidget, maybe she would hold it, because a lot of people with brain problems, not just dementia, do end up liking to hold baby dolls or, things like that. So I ordered this doll for her. And it's on her bed. I'm surprised, because my mom hates dolls. But she seems to like this one. She thinks she's adorable. So for the first thing she said was, "Now she's Jewish, right? She's a Jewish baby." I'm like, huh? She's like, "She's Jewish, right?" And I'm like, no, she's just a baby doll, She's like, "Oh." So she looks at me at one point and she goes, "Now you were raised Jewish, right?" I'm like, "Mom, who am I?" So she told me my name. And I'm like, "And who am I to you?" At first she tried to say I was her mom, and I'm like, "You want to try that again?" And she's like, "You're my daughter." And I'm like, "Yes." I said, "Now, was I raised Jewish?" She's like, "I don't know. Were you?" Well, I was raised in the Church of Central Church of Christ. You don't remember that? So she decided then maybe she was Jewish. And I'm like, "No, you're not. You were raised in Seventh-day Adventist Church. And then at some points you went to Church of Christ with me." "Oh, that's right." Then she told me how she always dreamed about being Jewish. And I said, "Interesting, you never told me that." She goes, "Well, I don't share all my secrets with you." And I'm like, yeah, you kind of do. Always have. And that's definitely not one you shared with me. So I'm not sure where that came from all of a sudden. I don't know if they had a visitor because sometimes they bring different priests and ministers, or however you say it, into the nursing home. Sometimes, as far as I know, the nursing home's not associated with a church, but I think they do bring in, they have different activities. And it looked like one day they had brought somebody in. I'm not sure what kind of minister or preacher, or, priest, that they had brought in. But, so I don't know if they just had something recently or where that came from, but it was interesting. Then I talked to her about the ring, and she was like, I thought I threw the ring away. And I'm like, no, I found it. And so luckily I had a picture on my phone, so I showed it. She goes, yeah, that looks like the same ring. So other than, all that, she was pretty, I mean, it was a nice visit. There was no crying, no screaming. The only thing she got upset about was she got a little anxious because she did know I was going to have to go home. So that was good that she remembered that, and that she stays there. So that was different, because usually she thinks she goes with me and that we need to leave now. So that was a good, and she was really tired, and she was fighting it because she knew if she went to sleep then I would be leaving. And she did good. And then so I did leave after she ate dinner, because I was starving by then. And my husband came and picked me up, and we went out to dinner, which was wonderful. I love when it's just him and I. I love when we get to spend that extra time together, without kids, interrupting, or, that we have time to talk or whatever, or laugh together. So we did that, and then we came home, and then my stomach was not doing too good, let's put it that way. And so then I made some peppermint tea, which that seemed to help a little, but not much. Then I fell asleep, and then I woke up, my stomach was still killing me. And I know you're going to laugh at this, but then I ordered milkshakes, because I guess I was hoping the milk would settle my stomach. Like, I don't know why I just didn't get like warm milk or milk out of my fridge. Honestly, like, thinking back, I'm like, I don't know where I was. But my stomach actually did settle down. I didn't drink the whole milkshake because I think I would have been in more trouble. But, I did drink some of it, and it did seem to help my stomach calm, because my stomach was, whew. Anyway, so, that was my day yesterday, but yeah, I wanted to let you guys know, like, I don't know, I wanted to tell you guys, that the visit was probably one of the best ones I had, which I hope is an amazing thing, and not something bad later, right? But yeah, it was amazing. I got to see my friends. I called them my friends. The two women who live at the nursing home, I just absolutely love, and they're so helpful with my mom, and I appreciate them. And yeah, it was nice. So, I don't know about you guys, but we got a couple inches of snow yesterday, and it came down fast. And now it's just pretty much icy and cold. So I know a lot of places are going through the cold spell again. Winter definitely came in with a vengeance again here. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.